With the Euros and the Copa America coming around now in the summer, the Euros being a week away, all of the footballing world's attention has turned from club football into national team football. And in the Euros, on paper, several teams have a stacked squad and have a really good chance at going all the way. On paper, teams like France, Portugal, England, heck, even the host Germany, all have completely stacked squads with stars in just about every single position. So naturally, those are the teams that everyone leans to when they're asked for a prediction on who will win the Euros as a whole. But now, a team that I'm completely on the fence about and could have an absolute horror show at the Euros, or could be the surprise team, and that team is Belgium. Belgium at the end of the 2022 World Cup were at their lowest in a decade. They got knocked out at the group stage mark. Their manager Roberto Martinez left, Hazard retired. Belgium's golden generation was gone just like that. But now with a new 38-year-old Italian-German coach in Domenico Tedesco, being 13 games unbeaten and their last loss coming in the 2022 World Cup, having a new batch of talented young players and some older players who are still extremely high-level players for Belgium, do Belgium have a chance at maybe surprising a few people and being a dark horse in the Euros and maybe going all the way? Or is this going to be just another time that Belgium have failed to live up to the hype? Well, that's what we'll be talking about today. So what's going on, everyone? You are listening to Back of the Net here. I hope you're all doing well. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. After Martinez left after the World Cup, Belgium hired the aforementioned Domenico Tedesco. The former RB Leipzig, Spartak Moscow, and Schalke coach is still just 38 years old, and in his 13 games in charge of Belgium, they are yet to taste defeat, winning 9 and drawing 4, while only conceding 4 goals in 8 games in the Euro qualifiers and topping their group. A group that had the likes of Austria and Sweden in it. Tedesco's reign at Belgium started off on an incredible note, seeing Belgium beat Sweden 3-0 in the qualifiers and follow that up with a 3-2 win away against Germany, making that Belgium's first away win in Germany since 1910. Belgium were extremely comfortable all through the qualifiers and have qualified for the 6th consecutive time for a major competition while topping their qualifier group. Under Tedesco, Belgium have moved back to a back 4 rather than the back 3 that we saw under Martinez, and that has made Belgium, in my opinion, look a lot more comfortable in all areas of the pitch. Tedesco, I guess you could say, is very German-esque of him, but he is data-driven and keeps looking for innovative tactical ideas, which has seen Belgium play multiple formations in one singular game. I mean, he usually sets Belgium up in a traditional 4-3-3, but it can easily change to any variation with a back 4 that you can think of during the game. They play a high energy, pressing, attacking football under Tedesco, which would explain Belgium scoring 22 goals in 8 games in qualifying. In terms of the squad, Belgium still have a lot of individual talents. From De Bruyne, of course, to Tielemans, Onana from Everton, Vermeeren, Trossard, Openda, Doku, Bakayoko. And don't laugh when I say this, but even for his country, Lukaku is still extremely productive for his country. So Lukaku is still a very good member of the squad. I mean, Lukaku has just scored 14 goals in 8 games in qualification. 14 goals. Now, the only upsetting thing I could really pick about in the squad for Belgium is the fact that the best goalkeeper, in my opinion, for the past 4 to 5 years, in Thibaut Courtois, has fallen out with Tedesco about a year ago, and due to injuries as well, he wasn't selected for Belgium in the Euros. So they do have some hole at the goalkeeping position. Now, they do have some decent-ish keepers like Castells of Wolfsburg and Marcels of Nottingham Forest, but nothing like Courtois. Nothing like a game changer at the back like Courtois, which is a shame, but the squad as a whole is just phenomenal on paper. So, all of the praise out the way, how far can Belgium realistically go in the Euros? Well, in my opinion, they should definitely win the group. I don't think that's an overstatement at all. They should win the group, maybe win in every single game as well. I mean, in the group, they have to beat the likes of Ukraine, Romania, and Slovakia. By far one of the easiest groups in the Euros. And if Belgium can't qualify top of their group in this group, well then I don't have much faith for them going into the knockouts. Honestly, that group should be very easy pickings for a team that has been on such a good run recently with some really good players in their ranks. They have goal scorers, they have good defenders, a strong midfielding core. They should really win that group very comfortably. And then in the knockouts, well, anything can happen. That is tournament football. You could easily get knocked out by a lesser team. You could get drawn up against quote-unquote all the giants and knock them all out. You could lose on penalties. You could win on penalties. Anything can happen in the knockouts. And without knowing who they'll be playing in the round of 16, quarterfinals, etc., I can't really predict what will happen there. But put it like this. If you were to tell me at the end of the tournament that Belgium made it to the semi-finals, then believe it or not, that wouldn't shock me as much as you may think. Now, do I think they will definitely make the semi-finals? No, I don't think so. I think Belgium's maybe max realistically is a quarterfinal appearance, but they could be the dark horse in the Euros. Again, a very good squad. The manager has proven that he knows what to do with this squad. They play a very good style of football. They have some good vets, some good younger players. They are a good team on paper, and they could easily produce in an easy group, and they could make it all the way to the semi-finals. It's very realistic. But like I said, I don't think they will make the semi-finals. But Belgium, if we're being honest, has all the potential, all the tools to be the dark horse in this summer's Euros.